Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right. So I figured I'd have a therapy session since I ain't had one in a couple of days, or maybe a day or so. Whatever the case may be. I didn't have one yesterday because I didn't really leave the house. Woke up feeling pretty good, and I got to my workout yesterday. Immediately kind of got out of bed and went straight to that after my morning routine. And because it was an early Laker game, I decided not to leave the house. What I was going to do was try to get down to a GR headquarters, whatever you call them, those places, and try to see if I can get in one of those programs for housing, but decided to call instead. And with their calling program, they leave you an option to either sit on the phone for an hour or have yourself called back. And so I decided to have them call me back, and they never did. That's exactly how my day went. So I just got to go down there. But today is my real therapy session at 1 o'clock with Lydia. Looking very much forward to that. And then I have an appointment at 2 in that same building with a caseworker who could probably help me with some of the stuff that we're referring to here. So I'm just going to be there pretty much till about 3:30, more than likely 3 o'clock, something like that. And what else, man? Supposed to be meeting with my boy T before that. I don't know if we're actually going to do that to pick up my mail and everything that's been accumulating over at his house for me. So that's what needs to be done. But, it was one of those situations where I didn't feel like yesterday was a wasted day. Even though I didn't get out of the house, I did some things that I wanted to do, that I needed to do for myself, including calling those people and getting ultimately the information necessary, for which never came my way. But at least I looked up some things and found out some information that'll help me get on my way and hopefully get out of this hotel very soon. So, today's a busy day, but I wanted to check in with you guys because I wanted to document a dream I had last night that was really interesting. Mom, once again, popped up. Now, the night before last, I had a dream, too, where a demon was trying to push me out of bed. Some type of demon, some type of negative energy. It was a woman of some sort, but she was pushing me as if she was trying to push me somewhere. Like I could feel pushing my body to the left of me right here. And, I prayed that off, woke up and basically told her, you ain't strong enough to move me. Like that was my attitude. Like you can push, but I'm a stronger spirit than you. You ain't moving me. And so, but last night, complete opposite. Last night was complete opposite. I was half asleep, half awake. I don't remember exactly what type of dream I had, but I was waking up out of that dream just like last time when I saw Mom. And I was pointing the same direction that lady was pushing me toward. And I felt my mom lean over on me and I felt her weight push it down on my body, literally, just like she did when I was a child during the Northridge earthquake, when she jumped on top of me to protect me from the swaying chandelier that was above my bed. I told you guys that story many therapy sessions ago, where I felt that exact same feeling, as if her body weight was on top of me. And she essentially was saying, at first, before that, like I said, I was half asleep, half awake. In the dream I was having, I heard her voice, and it was in the old apartment that I lived in Hollywood. And she was yelling something, but she wasn't unhappy. She was just loud. And I felt myself being irritated, as if that was still those times. Like, Mommy, why your voice so loud? Like, that kind of thing. And then she said, I'm bringing the sliders over. And sliders were little mini sandwiches, mini burgers that she used to sometimes buy from the store and warm them up in the microwave. She said, I'm bringing over some sliders. I was like, I don't eat like that no more. I don't, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put them next to the bed. And I remember there was a show called Sliders we used to watch on Channel 11 Fox back in the day. We watched religiously on Thursdays, for which this night is. So it was just a whole lot of stuff that was coming back to me as she was saying that. And then after that, I felt her lean over on top of me. And she said something along the lines of, I said, hey, Mommy, or something like that. I said, hey, Mom, or something like that. And she said, hey, baby. She said, I can sense that you're sad. I can sense you're sad. And I said, she was like, and she said something along the lines of, what's bothering, what's on your mind or something. And I said, I'm sad about many things. one being you. And she said, you ain't got no reason to be sad about me. I'm happy you gave me a second chance. That's what she said. You gave me a second chance. And she proceeded to tell me something like, I love you, or something like that. Don't be sad about me. And then she said, be serious with people. And I woke up. She said, be serious with people. And I didn't understand that. I still don't know what that meant. But I felt myself grab her hand. I could feel myself like grab her hand. It was almost like literally her hand was in my hand. It was a very real experience, having my mom leaning over me. And I could actually feel my hand grabbing her hand. It was very strange. I never felt nothing like that in terms of this type of thing. But I could feel my eyes were half open, just like last time when I told you I saw her in the other room with the red gown that she was wearing. Yeah, this was one of those situations where I could see, as I was pointing in the direction to my left, I could see the countertop there through my eyes being half open. But I knew I was in that space of half sleep, half awake. And that's when I usually feel the most spiritual stuff that I do, man. It's usually when I'm half asleep, half awake. And so that's what happened. And I woke up right after that. I kind of snapped out of that right after that. But it just felt really warm, man. I felt her whole body weight on top of me. It was very strange, very physical. And so what she said was just be serious with people. You know, before I went to sleep into that night, that dream, I had been praying a lot. And I had been praying, you know, it was one of those situations where I was still dealing with various different things that go on in my head as I struggle. Went to sleep a little early after the game last night. I went to sleep like around 8:30. So I knew I was going to wake up. And when I woke up, it was like midnight. And so I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was trying to figure out if I wanted to grab my phone or pray. And I decided to pray. And in the meditation that I was doing / prayer I was doing, I ended up praying for my friend Kay. And it lasted about an hour, like a whole hour. And you guys know I hadn't been speaking to her, and the Lord more or less put it in my heart to be quiet toward her. But, you know, it just, my heart led to praying for her. And directly after I prayed for her, that whole hour or however long it lasted, I went to sleep and then proceeded to have this dream with my mom coming to me saying, I sense you're sad, be serious with people and all of that. And so that was the context of how that went. There was also another dream that I had, but I don't remember what it was, but I wanted to document it. I just don't remember what it was, but it wasn't as important as this was. But that's kind of what it is, man. I just had a very spiritual night, and I hadn't prayed like that in a couple of days. As I told y'all, my spirit had been a little off to start the week. I wasn't quite myself. But, you know, after that demon attacked me the night before, or whatever the heck that was, trying to push me out of bed. And it had a name, too. It wasn't Lilith or nothing like that, but it was a female name that energy let me know who it was. It was Elizabeth or something. I don't remember what the heck the name of the energy was that was trying to attack me, but it didn't work, man. It wasn't strong enough to beat me in my mindset or my spiritual self. I wasn't moved by that in a way that could actually get it to do anything to me. I was praying it off and woke up out of it comfortable. But, you know, I tell y'all about these spiritual experiences because they are real to me. Obviously, with today being a therapy session coming up, I just felt like my mom showed up for all of it, you know. And, you know, I just appreciate my mother being there for me when I'm going through it, especially when it comes to stuff that has to do with matters of the heart or circumstances with, like, Kay, for example, that whole thing, which has really been difficult on your boy over the last 2 months or so. But it seems like when I'm going through it, there goes my mom showing up spiritually to let me know whatever it is there is to know. And so there's always some connection there with how I feel about Kay, and then my mother showing up. And then given the fact that she and Kay's brother are buried in the same place, I just find that to be rather spiritual in and of itself, with the same birthday, as I always tell you guys. So it's almost like she's one step behind my sadness when it comes to that particular person. She's right there. As soon as I'm feeling a certain way, here comes my mama. And so that's just how that's gone, man. But I tell you, I was in deep prayer about that girl again. And I don't know that, what it is I've been dealing with is healthy. You know what I mean? I'd imagine that Kay probably looks at me as somebody who's a little off at this point. And I don't blame her for the type of energy that I've displayed. Kind of zooming out away from her, I just understand that, it reminds me of Stan. He said, in that song that Eminem put out there, he said, the way you've been acting makes us feel like we shouldn't see each other. Like, I just felt like that's what her energy probably is toward me. And I don't blame her. I've been a little different in regards to the overall reaching out and just overdoing it. And so, but I did speak to her this morning briefly. I just sent her a message saying, I hope the end of your November goes well, or something of that nature, and that your December brings about many blessings. And she responded and thanked me and sent me God blesses and stuff like that. But it's just one of those situations where I didn't get a chance to really tell her exactly how much prayer I was in last night and what led to me feeling confident to even send that about an hour of prayer. And so for those who are not spiritual people, they say, well, that's him being obsessive. But part of the prayer was expressing to God if he wants me to move on in a different way from within my mind toward her, to help me do so. And I'm willing to be strong enough to let her go completely if that's where this is headed, and to block out all of the confusion within myself in regards to her, so that I don't think that I'm supposed to be moving forward in the way of that I was, or viewing her in a way as if something is supposed to bring us closer or what have you. I'm asking the Lord to help me with all of those things, not keep me on that path from which is not healthy, and helping me understand and view it properly, so that whatever this is that he has for me in regards to this person can be realized in this life. And if he wants me to move on and find something else, or if there's no energy best for me and instead I'm supposed to be alone, then custom me for that energy, so that I'm not longing or wanting or motioning toward anybody else. And whatever is best, at the end of the day, I'm looking to find myself healthy, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and every other way as well. And that's part of what the prayer was last night, along with praying for her, was that he helped me with her in regards to myself and how things got to be. So I felt like good things came from that prayer, and then my mother followed that up with good energy as well. So what can I say, man? I'm dealing with myself. I don't assume that I have it together in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I assume I don't. But I do have the Holy Spirit with me, and with that comes a certain level of respect for others, and respect for God, and respect for self. And so you guys seen how this process is going. It ain't been easy. These last couple of days have been okay, though. I've been more so settling into the fact that she may not, be coming back in any way, may not have that friendship, and just how it feels to be alone in that way mentally. That's kind of what I've been dealing with. And so that's what the importance of the prayer was. You can teeter in a lot of different ways when you start settling into the idea of something like that. And what I didn't want to do is head toward the demons, you know what I mean? Head in the dark, so to speak. I want the Lord to continue to make me a prayer warrior for not only KT, but for whoever he wants me to pray for. And me being sorrowful about things not working out the way that I want them to can often lead me into a space where I'm praying less and sinning more. And that's just not that's not what we've been fighting for these last couple of months. That's not what the Lord's been trying to get me closer to him for. So I just wanted to reestablish myself with the Lord last night and let him know that I'm still not where I need to be in that regard. I'm still not in the healthiest of spaces when it comes to KT, and to help me with that, but to also, make it so that I'm praying and for her, as I had been, whether things change or not. That for which is established spiritually need not be disrupted by my mental state or my circumstances or how I feel about things. So to make me a better prayer protector of whomever you choose, God. That's basically what I was saying. And so it just so happened to be her still, and that's okay. That's a good thing. So that's pretty much the thought there, man. I'm very glad that I was able to get these words out. I'm looking forward to having my therapy session today. I'm looking forward to whatever's supposed to come with my life. Hopefully I can get out of this hotel rather soon, rather quickly. I'm open to that. And, you know, just happy to still have this outlet. I've been sharing my art on IG again, taking various different pieces that I like and sharing them, which is a different thing because I haven't shared anything on IG in a long time. And when I was sharing art on IG, it was sharing whatever the art of the day was. So a lot of those pieces didn't get reshared. A lot of those pieces have never been seen by a lot of people. So this was allowing me to do a best of, so to speak. And so that's something I want to do a little more of. And maybe even establish myself doing more art once again, getting back into it. And so that's really what it is, man. Definitely been falling back in love with my own art. While keeping up my streak on sketch a day, as I tell you guys, but that doesn't allow me to share the best of because it always has a theme attached to it that I have to try to match. So sometimes it isn't my best work that's being shared, but I'm being consistent there. So it's working for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I was glad I didn't go out yesterday for one reason specifically. I would have been walking with my new shoes in the rain because it definitely rained on this side of town yesterday pretty damn hard. I didn't know it. I took the trash out and found out the hard way. And so I was actually glad I did not go out there in that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I encourage everybody to watch my Laker video if you're a Laker fan. I'm still consistent with that. My passion is strong with that, and I'm getting in more of a rhythm for that as the season is progressing. And that's what I want to display, more of a passion and consistency for all of the things that I do, man. That's really what it's about. Even my working out, sore in my chest right now, as you see me, motioning that's starting to get into a space where I'm proud of it and continuing to do my squats as usual. Just working on my stem, man, trying to make myself as physically fit as I can without a gym membership. So, it's not easy being me. I'm alone a lot of the time. I feel more alone than I've felt in a long time, but, I'm fighting that with what the Lord put in front of me, for which is consistency in various different things I like to do. So that's really what it is, man. I hope not too many people relate to being alone like this. It ain't nothing to want. It really ain't. But I can tell you, as long as you have a relationship with God, you're one step closer to what it is He wants you to have. And so that's what I'm hopeful He will reward me with. And that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching, and I'm out.